Hi guys. Oh, I just smelled and it was like, I need to. The girly pops, the little girly squirrelies, aka the baby dogs, are at the groomer. And I feel like I have a break this morning. As much as I love Nova, she is like having a toddler. She's always just eating something. I'm like, what do you have now? You know, like all the time she's just eating something and I just want to yell at her. Poor baby, it's not her fault. Okay, I hadn't done my hair in days and I'm sick of it. I'm looking crusty musty. So we're gonna full glam, we're gonna full beat, we're gonna go on the vibration plate, we're gonna take our supplements. We're hanging out today. So if you're here for the long haul, hop on in and say hi. If you're here for a quick moment, please say hi. If you want to enter for today's giveaway, I have 3 little goodie bags full of products and tools from a lot of the companies that I've recently started working with on Curated. 3 little like surprise goodie bags from your girl with a handwritten note. Share the video, tag 2 friends, and I want you to comment below and tell me what year did you graduate high school, okay? Because I shared what year I graduated high school. And I recognize that my following here on Facebook is a little bit different than my following on Instagram. And it's so funny to see like people commenting their, I didn't charge this phone, so I can't dual stream. Get it together, Brandy. Okay, so we're gonna pull this hair out and brush it. I got my eye masks on. These actually are included in my anti-aging bundle. I guarantee you in 30 days, your skin will look younger, brighter, smoother, more hydrated, amazing, okay? All you have to do is say below anti-aging bundle. You get 2 masks, one that I use in the morning, one that I use in the evening. One's an exfoliator, like a manual, and then one's a chemical exfoliator. I'm about to use that here in a little bit. And then you also get the, you'll get the, whatchamacallit, rose water and then eye masks, okay? I can link my outfit if you want it. Hold on. Hey? Oh. Hi. Cleaners are here. Cleaners are here. Cats are here. Hold on. I'm looking for some attachments. I'm done open. We can work it out. I'm done with helping. Spinning my wheels. Letting you drag my heart around. Okay, I actually just got these jeans and big booty problems. I love these jeans because I actually need to cut the tag off of them. They don't have a gap. So they're made for like coming in tighter. They're long. But honestly, I'm gonna keep them long instead of altering them because I thought they would be cute if I'm wearing like a heel. Oh, shoot. Sorry, my neighbor's calling me. How are you? I'm good. Let me cut this off. So I'm doing 3 little goodie bags. I got a bunch of like tools and skincare tools and products. Well, from like working with Curated that we already have. So I thought I would do some little surprise giveaway goodie bags from those of you who share. You also get entered if you're purchasing anything. So if you make a purchase on Curated, make sure you send a screenshot to me so I can enter you for today's giveaway. Let me show you some of the little tools I got that I'll be giving away in the goodie bag. Hold on. We could work it out. I'm done with how it feels. Spin my wheels, let you drag my heart around. Okay. So I have a bunch of the microdermabrasion, clinical grade exfoliation with vacuum suction, and the Advanced Skin Extract, Infuse, and Lift Spatula. So share, tag 2 friends. Oh, I also have these. So we'll do 3 goodie bags, depending on how many shares we get. I would say if we have 150 shares without my own personal shares, Heather shares my live like 50 to 60 times a day, so those don't count. But I also have the Mila LED mirror, and I have the Isla facial scrubber. So all of these are tools that I like use and love. So you can enter, and I'm gonna throw in like some skincare and makeup goodies and all of those for y'all as well. I'll probably throw in some adorned headbands because I am bleeding out adorned headbands. I love them so much, but I don't need 700. So let's first. This is a dry shampoo that's different from any other dry shampoo I've ever used. Look how greasy my hair is. Like, she needs this so bad. It's actually embarrassing. Okay. It's the K18 Air Wash. So it's a wet spray. You've never used anything like this. I promise you it's amazing. And my new hair company, Leora, we will have a wet to dry shampoo like this. The reason I think it's important, I get dry scalp so bad, is it doesn't dry your scalp out. Okay. Just wait for it. Stuff is amazing. How are you guys? So this morning was pretty easy. I got up, took the kids to school. We did multiplication facts in the car and we prayed before the kids got out. And then stopped and grabbed a drink, came home. I did a 45-minute walk. So I was like up late last night on ChatGPT, just trying to figure out like what the heck can I do to keep my body moving. So I'm gonna be taking 2 30 to 45-minute walks a day, vibration plate, and we're gonna be doing our like upper body strength training. Good morning. Was just watching your stories. Girl, preach. I'm a control freak too. I know. Oh my word. Isn't that crazy? You want to know what's crazy too? Like that Bible verse that I was like saying on my stories. It's such like a common Bible verse, but I think that until you like, when you read, sometimes you'll read a scripture and you'll hear something different every time you read it. Does that make sense? It's crazy how like sometimes I'll read something and I'll get something different every time. Okay, please look at my hair. Can you tell the difference? How that gives like volume. It takes away all the oil. Isn't that wild? It's a liquid. So good, but then it doesn't dry out your hair. We have more hair samples. So I had a manufacturer in Italy and a manufacturer in Korea making hair care samples. I'm waiting on the new iteration. We edited them. And we're waiting on the new iteration of hair care from Korea. As much as I want to go with the Italian distributor, the Korean distributor outperformed by like a landslide to where I couldn't not. I just thought it would be really cool to be able to say like my hair care line is made in Italy, especially because we'll be in Italy this fall. My kids are so excited. Okay, we're gonna use this tool. This is a prototype. Yeah, exactly. Okay, we've got like 4 different skincare tools and a bunch of makeup and skincare. So I'm making some goodie bags. So if you share, tag 2 friends and tell me what year did you graduate high school, you can enter. It's the last day for my bronze bundle. I'm gonna do kind of like a pinky bronze look. So actually instead of bronze bundle, We might gotta edit it a little bit. We're gonna do pink and brown makeup today. Pink and bronze. Pink and bronze. Actually, you know what? We could probably just use what's in the bronze bundle because that palette has some pinks in it. Let's get some friends on here though. So my hair tool, God willing, will launch next month. My hair care will launch my birthday month, which is August. And I am so excited. Hold on, I need to bring this down a second. Oh, did I not say where my jeans are from? They're from Good American, which is like the Khloe Kardashian brand. And the top is from Zara, and I need to cut this tag out. I just remembered. I can link my entire outfit when I get off here. I did not give Heather the links, but I will because these jeans are amazing. They really are amazing. Holy crap, it feels so good to get my hair, to do my hair. I was feeling like a slob kebab. Nobody wants to be a slob kebab. Where's the other tool attachment? Here we go. Yes. So this tool will have 8 attachments. You'll have a blow dry, a straighten, you'll have 2 curl, you'll have a regular dryer, a diffuser, and a round brush attachment. August birthdays. Oh yeah, when is your guys' birthday? Who do we have that has a birthday this month? So my birthday is in August. We just had Riley's birthday. Casey's birthday is next. Hudson's beginning of August. Mine is 4 days later. And I gotta really do something big for Hudson's birthday. Although Riley's birthday, that was her 10th birthday. And I think girls care about their birthday more. But I'm going to definitely do something to make Hudson's birthday extra, extra special. I just got to think of what he might want. Maybe I'll take him to like a professional baseball game, like as a surprise. With like his buddies. Actually, you want to know what he did request? Which I'm like, boy, he wants to go to Volcano Bay, which is in Orlando. All of you with August birthdays, hey birthday twin. You know what's so crazy? Like our whole family has August birthdays, all our extended family. A ton of my assistants, like, all have birthdays in August. It's so weird. Which means, wait, doesn't that mean if you were born in August, what is 9 months before August? I guess, like, during the holidays, our parents were getting it on. I recorded a podcast yesterday. It'll be episode 3, and then so episode 2 launches tomorrow. So if you haven't listened to the first one, you guys can say podcast link. I would watch it on YouTube unless you prefer to listen to it on Spotify or Apple. But yeah, it's on YouTube. And so tomorrow there'll be a new episode, and then every Thursday we're doing new episodes. Can somebody ask Text Heather to share again for us? Let's get some friends on here. We're doing pretty good with views, but let's get a few more friends on. So I talked yesterday, or actually it was 2 days ago. I'm gonna do another episode today, but we talked a lot about like healing, childhood trauma, and it's so crazy because listening, or I guess like opening up these kinds of cans of worms has been really interesting. Hold on, I need to clean this. I can tell. I need to clean this. Yeah. It's been really interesting because I'm realizing quickly that, sorry, hold on, I gotta clean this off so that it'll suction good. That's gonna be one thing y'all have to know about these kinds of air wrap tools. You gotta keep this vent clean. We'll have like a little cleaning tool with it, but I don't have that yet. See how that wraps like so much stronger? So anyway, I feel like it's kind of opening up. Boo-boo. Yeah, they was getting busy in the holidays. I feel like it's kind of like opening up like my brain to like past trauma, and not in a bad way, because I feel like I manage my trauma pretty well now. Like for example, and I was just talking while we were in Cabo with a friend of ours about how I don't know like my biological siblings, my biological father, and a part of me, I like it, this, not my hoo-ha. A part of me wants to explore it and like go to Alaska. Like I would never want them to come here. I would want to go there because I wouldn't want to like tell them where I live. Like, I don't know, what if they're crazy? Like I know we're family, but like blood does not mean anything. I guess I just am kind of curious like what that would look like if I were to travel to Alaska and like meet my siblings I've never met. So yeah. Has anybody ever done that? Not travel to Alaska, but like, it's so crazy. When I came out and I told you all, like, I've never met my biological father. I just found out I had 4 siblings I've never met. The coolest thing is that they all have kids. So like their kids are all my kids' age. So my kids have cousins that they've never met. And I don't know, I kind of want to do it, but it's like, what if it backfires? I think my husband is also like really protective around it. Because he's like, what if they're crazy? You know, like then what? What do we do at that point? So I'm a little bit nervous. I feel like it's like kind of stirring me again. Like I said, my friends, we had dinner with them in Cabo. And so we were just kind of talking about their families, our families. I love friendships that conversations are not surface level and that you can like get deep and talk about like past and life and trauma, and like I love that. And so that was kind of how this dinner was in Cabo with some friends of ours that we've known them a little while, but we've never had like one-on-one time with them, to be honest. So it was really nice to just be able to kind of spend time with them. It was actually the friends we were stuck in the airport with, so we had a lot of time to talk. And it was just really cool and interesting to learn about them and their family. Like we were talking about Christmas and we were like, yeah, it's a little bit chaotic in our house. And they were like, same, like combining families is hard. I think they would be more than happy to meet me. I just don't know, you know, I guess I just fear, it's not a secret that I'm estranged from my adopted dad, right? Like I don't have any contact with him. It's been almost 3 years now that we've spoken to him. I've never really shared online why, because I don't feel like that's necessary. But basically it just got to a point where like I knew I deserved to be spoken to and treated better. And it's so sad when you realize that about family, because you're like, you're the people that are supposed to keep me safe. You're supposed to love me unconditionally. And when you grow up and you learn about the people who are supposed to be like, and Casey had to go through this too. When you grow up and like when you learn, I don't know, you learn that people are different than who you thought they were. It's really scary and it's really sad and it's hard. But I also believe that God gives you family that's not blood too. Like I don't feel empty. I feel like I have a really good, this is too thick of a piece, Brandy. Get it together. I don't at all feel like I'm missing out. Like I feel like I have family. I feel like I have a full life. But it's kind of like, I don't know. I kind of just have like a curious little bone. I don't know. There's one's missing out, right? Thank you, Holly. My hair is so thick, you guys. I need to be doing smaller sections. What am I doing? I know better than to try to do these like massive sections of hair, but I'm trying to rush it. Isn't that crazy? Did you guys see the video I shared this morning? And it was like, sometimes I'll be talking to people and I'll tell them stories and then I'll realize like my childhood wasn't normal. And people will be like staring at me like when I tell a story about like childhood trauma. I'll get people that will just be like, no, actually, that's not normal. And then I have to be like, just kidding. This is just a prototype. It's going to be an 8-in-1 styler. This will be our first launch. And I'm praying it just blows it out of the water so then I can create tons and tons and tons of more amazing hair tool products. I'm beyond excited for you guys to get your hands on this. I have such gorgeous branding and packaging. Like, you guys are gonna lose it over the branding alone. The packaging. I have Bible verses on my packaging too, which I think is amazing that they let me do that. We're gonna do makeup and skincare, don't you worry, ladies. It is hot, but you can touch the end. Open. We can work it out. I'm done with how it feels. Alexa, play 90s and 2000s country. I was hoping O'Reilly's Alexa was listening. Oh, Echo. Play 90s and early 2000s country. Echo. Play 90s and early 2000s country. He ain't listening. I just need to get other songs stuck in my head. What, if you guys grew up on 90s country, give me a song. What is like a vibe? Like strawberry wine, 17, popularity, for everything, first taste of love, oh, bittersweet. Nobody's childhood was normal. I actually have a lot of friends who had like a really great childhood. But everyone has their own trauma, their own version of trauma. You ever seen those videos where it's like, my kids will be like, my parents cared too much. They were suffocating me. Like, that's gonna be my kid. Hudson all the time gets so mad at me. I'm sorry. Hudson gets mad at me all the time. Why do you care if I eat healthy? Why do you care if I take vitamins? Like, Hudson gets fired up over it. I'm like, buddy, one day you'll get it. One day you'll be grateful. He's like, I don't care about this. I don't care if I'm healthy. I'm like, okay. Mine isn't playing, guys. Sorry. Strawberry wine. Tell me, okay, if your Alexa went off, what song did she play? 17. Hot July. Moon? Hot July what? Like strawberry wine. What song did she play? Because mine didn't play. You guys, give me another song to get stuck in my head. Karaoke makeup? Yes, please. You want to know what song I was listening to the other day? Boy, you sure look good there, standing in the doorway in the sunset light. Maybe I read you wrong, thinking you could be my mystery. I was putting my heart and soul on the line. Said you needed some time, just a little more time to make up your mind, but it's been long enough. Time is up. Bye-bye, love. I'll catch you later. Let down my celebrity. Torn off. I ain't never looking back. Back to phone. I tried all Nina, you can get the collagen. The cheapest you can get it is if you do a subscription box on Curated. Whoa. And then you add 3 items. So if you're getting a total of 4 items in your subscription with collagen, you'll actually be able to get, oh, you know what? That was a question I really needed to ask them. You'll be able to get it, 25% off instead of just 10% off. So you can save an additional 15% off. Oh, I love it. It's Tim McGraw. Macy! Hi, friend. This is actually, I don't know if you knew this or not, your girl is making her own hair care company. Hair tools and hair care. And this tool will launch next month, but then we have lots on in the works as well. This is just dandruff, it's fine. I need to wash my hair. Don't worry guys, everything's just fine. Wrong way. Down by the river on the side of Houston, never knew how much money what I made so much. I learned who I was. A lot about living and a little about love. Down on the river on a Friday night, pyramid sand and a pale blue light. Talking about cars and dreaming about women. Never had a plan, just living for. Yes, so we're gonna have an entire hair care. Just don't mind this dandruff. Hair care system. So it'll be a 6-step system. And then yes, we will plan in the future to launch hair care for curly hair, thinning hair. And any man of mine that walks the line never showed me a teasing kind of time. I need a man who knows how to store it so. Let it be a heart-breaking fire, breathe an earthquaking time. Any man of mine. That's what a woman wants. Any man of mine better disagree when I say another woman's looking better than me. I can be late for a date, that's fine, but he better be on time. What a double standard. But it's so true. And any man of mine better disagree. If I change my mind a million times, I want to hear him say, hey. Much more affordable than Dyson. Yeah, I like it that way. Take me in the mind. Better walk the line. Better get kind of time. I need a man who knows how to still. All right, we're about to be done. We're gonna do some makeup. Y'all just stay tight. Stay tight. Sit tight. Sit tight. Oh, Don't Take the Girl is such a good song. All right, if you haven't yet tagged a friend and shared, we're doing 3 goodie bag giveaways today. We're doing 3 goodie bag giveaways today. Ah, thank you. Ew. Somebody put some dry shampoo in Edgar's hair. Let's put a little more right there. I'm telling you, once I'm done, you're not gonna be able to tell just how dirty my hair once was. What's another? I need another 90s. Oh my gosh, your parrot was singing? Shut up. I wish I could have a parrot. My husband would die. It's crazy how well my hair will hold with no hair products. Like, I don't put any holding products and it still looks so good. When the thunder rolls, when the lightning strikes, another love grows old on a sleepless night. As the storm rolls on, it's cold, deep in the heart, the thunder rolls. Oh, go Goober, go Goober, go Goober. Oh my gosh. Dun 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 dun, dun 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 dun, dun 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 dun. Blame it all on my roof. I showed up in blue, ruining your black taxi. Last one to know, the last one to show. I was the last one you thought you'd see him. I thought it's done, the tear in his eyes. And I took your glass of champagne. I took your juice and honey, we baby girl. But you'll never hear me complain, 'cause I've got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away. I'm gonna spray it. And I'll be okay. Well, I'm not big on social branches. Think I slip on down to the oasis. Oh, I've got friends in low places. And I'll be okay. Well, I'm not big on social. Think I'll slip on down to the oasis. Oh, I've got friends in low places. I guess I was wrong. I just don't belong. Hey, I've been there before. Everything's alright. I'll just say goodbye and I'll roll myself to the door. Oh, I'm okay, guys. Not a mean to cause a big scene. Just give me an hour and then I'll be as high as that ivory tower that you're living in. All right, we're done. You want to know also I was listening to last night? I know they're called the Chicks. I was listening to the Dixie Chicks. Thank you very much. I know it's like politically correct, so let me just shut up before I get myself in trouble. Don't you just hate the world we live in sometimes? Just want to go to heaven. Sometimes I'm like, dang, y'all ruining good things. Okay, hair tools coming soon. Wait till you guys see like the packaging, the branding. It's just gonna be phenomenal. All right, we're taking off these eye masks. I'm gonna use the anti-aging bundle. The eye masks or the eye cream. I'm telling you, there's 4 products, 4, that will make your makeup look smoother, your skin look younger, more hydrated, more plump, less texture, less blackheads, less darkness if you have dark spots, scars, or sunspots, melasma, acne scars. 4 products, okay? 2 different masks, 1 for morning, 1 for night, rose water and eye cream or eye masks. I guarantee your skin will change. If you need like the full regimen with cleanser, serum, moisturizer, plus those items, you can just comment and say, oh my gosh, I love these curls. You can say below, what can you say? Yes, we will have a texture spray just like this. This is like the one product from Lash I still love. They changed too many of their products. You could say Brandy Skin Link, okay? Do you trust me? If not, maybe you don't know me. You don't have to trust me because I guarantee you'll love it or a full refund, no questions asked. Pinky promise. Pinky winky promise. All right, we're gonna get some rose water on here. Okay, that comes in there, and then this magical cream. I'm telling you, this is the key. It is going to pull blackheads out, take off the dead skin, brighten. It helps at a cellular level, meaning it's going to make the skin cells turn over quicker, which is literally what has to happen for anti-aging, okay? So we're kind of essentially making like our own peel pan here, but it's super duper potent because it's in that tube. So you're not like exposing it to air every day you open it up. Okay. Anti-aging bundle. Dead skin, blackheads. You can literally see some of the little blackheads on there. Get this off your face. Look how it immediately helps. I got a little bit of discoloration here from the sun. That'll be gone in the next week. That'll be completely gone. Okay, going in with eye cream next, serum, and then moisturizer. Hello, mother. Love you too. I still so posh. Yeah, I do like their posh. I don't know if they changed the formula though. All of the products I haven't bought in a while, so I don't know for sure. For sure. What does it do when you use it as a mask? It does the same thing. I just prefer to use it on a cotton pad because I feel like it helps me get the blackheads and the dead skin off better. But as a mask, it's still gonna do the same thing. Like if you were to just put a thin layer all over your face, then wash it off 15 minutes later, same thing. I just also don't have time to do that. What about love can build a bridge? Oh, you might have stumped me. I don't think I know that one. What about Brooks and Dunn? What other 90s or early 2000s country music raised you? So if you need a good cleanser and a day moisturizer / night moisturizer, you can say Brandy Skin Link. Okay. Everything's all right. I'll just say goodnight. Oh, we need a new one. We also need you guys to share the video, tag 2 friends, comment below the year you graduated high school because we have 3 goodie bags to give away today. If you share or if you purchase, you get entered. It's that easy. What's some other good Garth Brooks songs? I can't even remember. All right, we're going in with Glowplexion for texture and brightness, Youthplexion for plumpness and hydration. I love mixing those two. Yes, Dana, you can use the overnight hydrating. No. You got to put the overnight hydrating mask on your skin. You can't use it the same way. Sorry, I didn't know what you were asking. You just answered my question. Someone asked faster. Oh, good. Love can build a bridge between your heart and mind. Don't you think it's time? That might have been probably before my time. I'm carrying your love with me. Tennessee. Carrying your love with me. Is that George Strait? Is that old George? Georgie Porgy. Can somebody text Heather to share more? Maybe one of these days I'll find my watch and put it on and wear it again. Okay, this is my favorite jelly moisturizer. Works so good. Somebody get text Heather on this beat. You guys are saying anti-aging bundle. Sometimes I thank God for unanswered prayers. What is that? What is that? Tim McGraw, Kenny Chesney. I do love Kenny Chesney. I like that song. You and tequila make me crazy, like poison in my blood. One more night could kill me, baby. One is one too many. One more is never enough. Unfortunately, y'all sold out the Lash serum again, but hopefully it'll be back. It's your love, just does something to me. Sends a shock right through me, can't get enough. All right, so you'll get the mineral exfoliating mask. You'll get the resurfacing chemical exfoliant cream, the rose water, and then you get to choose the eye masks or the eye cream, whichever one you want to try. You could upgrade and do both, okay? And then I use the Youthplexion cleanser, serum, day moisturizer, and night moisturizer, okay? So either say Brandy Skin Link for a link to all of it, or just say anti-aging bundle for those 4 items. Both are covered by a Love It guarantee. A Love It guarantee. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. I have no idea who the Judds are, unfortunately. It's got to be like late 90s. I was like 3 in the early 90s. It's got to be late 90s, early 2000s. You know? I feel like Toby Keith, Alan Jackson, but I also love like Brooks and Dunn. And because of my husband, I also love like Jamie Johnson. I just like love music. I really do love music, all kinds of music. It's actually shocking when I hear songs that I've never heard before because I really feel like I know like so much music. Casey keeps telling me the last 2 days that I smell so good. I really think it's because okay, hear me out on this. Have you guys ever heard of like when women are on their period, we put off like a pheromone that like gets your husband excited? Have y'all heard that? I think that's true. Oh, ain't going down, no, I'm mixing 2 songs. Ain't going down till the sun comes up. You know what I was mixing that with? Down by the river on a Chattahoochee. Oh yeah, Chris Stapleton's awesome too. He is like later 2000s, I feel like. Anyways, I feel like Casey, oh yeah. My Maria. That song is a good one. Maria, I love you. Maria. Man, I guess I'll be listening to 90s country today. Anyways, I think that I've been putting off pheromones because Casey's like sitting next to me the other day. He's like, you smell so good. I was like, I literally haven't showered. There's no way I smell good. He was like, you smell so good. I'm like, that's so nice of you. And I'm like, I'm getting my nails done today. I have to. I literally broke a nail. They're just crusty crust. It's my friend's birthday weekend, so we're celebrating her. And then my best friend comes in town. And then we have, what do we have next week? Oh, we have to pack for spring break. Morgan Wade Wilder Days. I can't quite listen to it. I don't think I have. Okay, we're gonna use the Flawless 4. How many of you guys are in need of makeup that doesn't look cakey, makeup that doesn't make your skin look older, drier, wrinklier? Is that even a word? If that's you, I urge you to give a try. So if you need coverage, especially for my ladies who have discoloration, even uneven skin tone, a lot of imperfections, I want you to try out the Serum Plus foundation. I'm trying to put a crease in the front of my hair, can you tell? I want you to try out this Serum Plus liquid foundation. This is the color Satin. So we're gonna shake this up. This is an all natural foundation, so you have to shake it. I know, I think I might get a little bit shorter nails. I don't know what colors I wanna do. Something kind of be like springy. We're gonna put on this illuminating primer first. So this is gonna add the glow that your skin is lacking. So you obviously started out with the anti-aging products that are gonna help remove dead skin and add plumpness and hydration, right? Then your primer and foundation really should just be a continuation of your skincare line, okay? As you can see, that immediately added a glow to my skin. Do you see that? It looks like a filter. It's not. It's just really pretty primer. So you're just gonna comment the word Flawless 4, and I'm gonna get you hooked up with your choice of a setting product, primer, a foundation, and a concealer. And then you get this gorgeous Sunburst Golden Lip Gloss as your free gift today, okay? You're coming, comment below and say, Flawless 4. Yes, I can link my outfit. Maybe it's the Cabo perfume. I wasn't wearing it. I was wearing this was all I had on, and deodorant. And actually, no. I had a little bit of Glossier perfume on from that morning, but it had to have been worn off. This is the Boom Boom Cream. I have literally worked with Sol de Janeiro since 2018, before they were trendy. I swear I've always loved their products. I found them at Sephora in 2018. Before all the teeny boppers thought it was cool. And I worked with them starting back then. So if you guys want my link, I do have a discount link and discount code to save. I know you can go shop it at Sephora, but if you want to support me and my little hustle over her, you guys can just say body care link. Okay? I got my mineral mask yesterday. I used it last night. Chrissy, isn't it amazing? So she's talking about the exfoliating mask that you get in the anti-aging bundle. So you guys saw me use the resurfacing mask. Then you'll also get an exfoliating mask for nighttime. You'll get a rose water and an eye cream or eye masks. Okay, and then the free gift. So just say anti-aging bundle. It's a great starter place. Okay, I'm just going in on one side of my face. Let me tell you about this liquid foundation. First of all, it's very, very lightweight, super breathable. It has dispersed pigmentation. So as you wear this throughout the day, it releases more pigment. It literally gives you fuller coverage throughout the day. It's kind of crazy. It has ceramides and hyaluronic acid. Ceramides and hyaluronic acid work together to mimic your skin's natural hydrating ability, plumping all of the little tiny skin cells, giving you a smoother, more youthful look to your skin. And it does have a semi-matte finish. And I get nervous to say that because I think people think it's gonna look and feel dry. It does not. It is not restrictive. It is non-comedogenic. It's not gonna clog your pores. Semi-matte is helpful to blur imperfection. So if you could just kind of take a look at the comparison, you can see more imperfection and texture on this side versus this side. Now, I haven't gone under my eye with my concealer, but it is beautiful. And I literally forget I have makeup on when I wear this. You can just test it If you hate it, if you don't love it, get a full refund. If you have a bad reaction, get a full refund. No, you don't even have to send it back. If it's not the perfect color, I'll send you a new one for free. Rochelle, that is the kind of support I need. Thank you. She said, we have to support your singing career. Me and Beyonce, we sound like just alike when the music is loud enough. Flawless 4. Let's change the station. What about this? What is your favorite worship song? What is like the worship song that comes on in church that gets you kind of teary-eyed? It's literally all of them for me. I literally always cry during worship. Not like ugly sob, like every time your girl cries during worship. Because I'm just like, thank you, Jesus. Thank you for this life. Thank you for delivering me. You want to know like an old school, not old school, it's not like a hymn. Although I love listening to hymns. And we have one girl that sometimes leads worship and she'll always sing like a hymn at the end of like a modern worship song. Man, I just love that. I think that's so amazing. By the way, if you don't have a good foundation brush, make sure I add the Kabuki brush to your link, okay? You're saying Flawless 4. You get a gorgeous golden sunburst lip gloss. Free shipping, 20% off. I think you're getting like 50 or 60 bucks off of it today. Just say Flawless 4. Like, look how it just covers any imperfection. I went to the Forrest Frank concert. He was like singing one of his songs, but then he kind of just like got on his knees and he started singing this song. And I was like, it was so nostalgic for me because it reminds me of like early 2000s. And I was not super involved in like going to church unless my grandparents were in town when I was a kid. Like we went, but not like super consistently. But when they did, we would go to this big church called Life of Faith. And we would sing the song, I'm coming back to the heart of worship, 'cause it's all about you. It's all about you, Jesus. I'm sorry, Lord, for the thing I've made it, 'cause it's all about you. It's all about you, Jesus. That song is so good. And he like sang it just like a cappella. And I was like, Anyway, look at how gorgeous. So just like thin and beautiful and pretty. You can always take a little beauty blender, little rose water and setting spray and just kind of press it into the skin. So stinking pretty, you guys. I'm coming back to the heart of worship, 'cause it's all about you. It's all about you, Jesus. I'm sorry, Lord, for the thing I've made it, 'cause it's all about you. All right, don't forget, it is the last day to get the bronze bundle. I am going to be showing you guys today a pinky bronze look. Almost everything on my eyes, cheeks, and lips come in said bronze bundle. Or you guys can comment and say lookbook. Okay? Lookbook will be a link for everything I've used. I'm not put on my concealer yet, don't worry. We're gonna brighten those under eyes. This is like melted. I have a new one. This is like at the very end of its life with me. Yes, you can say outfit link. I'm sorry, Lord, for the thing I've made it, 'cause it's all about you. It's all about you, Jesus. Yes, Chantel, I'll message you, babe. I got you, boo-boo. I love We Are Hungry, but it has to be the circadian rhythm version. I don't know that I've heard that. So I throw up my hands Right. This is our, so we have these color sticks in, I think like 10 different shades. That is the chocolate souffle contour. I think this looks good on all skin types, but we do have a lighter color. It's called Barely Bronzed. If you're like Casper the Friendly Ghost and you're like, I can't use that. I just like this one because it almost has this like gray undertone, so it doesn't make you look orangey, but you see how that just like looks so good. Oh, so good. Okay, you're gonna comment below and either say lookbook, or if you want the, yeah, just say lookbook today, honestly. The lookbook is gonna include my eyes, cheeks, lips, and lashes. Unfortunately, I can't link our lash growth serum because it's sold out again. Okay. I tried the MAC Serum Foundation, it peeled off my face. Oh no. So this is the Unique Serum Plus Foundation. I literally wore this foundation to my wedding. I love it so much. We're gonna cover up that darkness under my eyes now. This is the Pro Hyaluronic Acid Concealer. 10 out of 10 recommend. Okay, Flawless 4. Okay, and if you don't love it, get a full refund. It's that easy. Do you know Mark Harris, Find Your Wings? I don't think I do. Wow, you guys are stumping me with the worship songs. I do feel like there's so many different worship songs, and I guess it depends on like where you went to church and when you grew up. I feel like when it was like early 2000s church music that I can remember. Like, I can only imagine when that day will come. Na, 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 na. Standing in the sun, surrounded by your glory. If it was my first, if I was to try foundation for the first time, and I'm used to wearing BB cream, what type would you recommend? Do you want more coverage than BB cream? Because I would say our cream foundation would be like the next step up from BB cream if you want like a little bit more coverage. This is different because this is a semi-matte finish. This is more of a real foundation. I think it's incredible. And what I love about your situation is that you have, look how that just took all that darkness away. Because you have the BB cream, you could always do like 1 or 2 pumps on the back of your hand with a couple drops of this foundation. You can mix it to give yourself a more full coverage. So let's say you're on vacation, you're wearing BB cream, you could always just pop a little bit of this on top of that BB cream. They work really, really well together. Okay, so I would say try this one. Just say Flawless 4. Have you watched the movie yet? Mercy Me. I think I did, yeah. I think I did. Do you guys remember that book, Heaven is for Real? And then they made a movie about it? That was really good too. Surrounded by your glory. See how we just got rid of all that yuck. When will my heart sing? Will I dance for you, Jesus? Oh, and all of you be still. We actually played that at my grandpa's funeral too. There was like a slideshow. Well, I sometimes do wish that my grandparents, like my mom, my dad's mom and my mom's dad could have met my kids because they would have loved them. And those are the 2 grandparents that I was like really like loved and admired, and the other grandparents outlived them. Not that I don't love my other grandparents, but you know. All right, we're gonna do a tiny bit of hydrating setting powder, or you can use setting spray. You're saying Flawless 4, okay? We're gonna help you get this coverage. So this will just kind of blur everything, and then we'll add a little bit of blush and highlight, okay? Let me just show you one side versus the other without the powder. So this has a little bit of water molecules in it, so it's gonna feel cold when you first put it on. It's not wet, I promise. See how I've just put like a filter on? So good. Okay, we're actually gonna do Cinnamon Latte Blush. I love this color. The Flawless 4 has an option for you to get these, or you can say lookbook if you're wanting to like get a link for all the shades, all the products, all the colors used, you could say lookbook. I love using a cream blush over my powder. I feel like it adds that glow back in. Don't mind me and my little snot rock. So excited for the beach with the babies. Just to have like a slow week will be amazing. Oh, pretty. Okay, you're saying below, lookbook or Flawless 4? Started Air Force basing training. Oh my gosh, I know that feeling really well, Genevieve. He's gonna be just fine. Do they have like a group where you can see like pictures of him throughout? Okay, we're gonna go in with Golden Highlight. Man, so for those of you that don't know, Casey was my husband was in the Coast Guard for 6 years. When I first met him, he had already been signed up to go to boot camp, and like he was planning, it was like I met him in March, and he was going end of June to end of August. I already knew that, right? So we start dating and we are like hot and heavy. Like, I mean, we were saying I love you before he even left. Like we knew we were gonna stay together forever. Like it's so crazy because I remember calling my best friend and being like, I found my husband, by the way. And she's like, easy, like you all just started dating. I'm like, no. Like I'm going to marry him. And I remember her being like, when she met him, she was like, oh, can you get me one of him? Like she loved him too. I'm forever grateful that God connected me with who he made me for. Anyways, I remember I found out he left for boot camp. I found out I was pregnant. What a freaking, I need to tell the love story. I need to do a whole podcast on this, I think. So I find out I'm pregnant. And not kidding, guys, 2 weeks after he left from boot camp, not even, I want to say it was like the week. I wish I could go back and like look and see when exactly I found out I was pregnant. It was so wild. Like I remember I took like 6 pregnancy tests, and even at the time I didn't even have a lot of money, and that was like a lot of money for me to keep going and buying pregnancy tests. But I'm like, is this flipping for real? Like, am I pregnant? Lo and behold, yes, your ego was prego. And I just remember thinking, what if he doesn't want to be with me? I was terrified. But fast forward, I went to his boot. Well, first of all, I didn't tell anybody. And I remember like his mom had invited me over for dinner a couple times. And the funny thing is, I met Casey through his mom. Probably should have started with that. Like I was friends with his mom. So I would go over to her house while he was in boot camp. We worked together at the same real estate firm at this time. And I remember she'd be like, do you think you guys are going to stay together? Like, do you want to still be with him when he moves somewhere else? And I'm like, yeah, I don't care. I'll move somewhere else. But like also knowing deep down, like I was pregnant. Don't worry. Lots of new products are coming, guys. And I just remember being like so nervous because this whole time he's away at boot camp, he doesn't know I'm pregnant. So at one point he was able to talk to me on the phone. He like called me. It was like maybe week 6, and he found out where he was going to be stationed. You guys know that Casey actually requested his #1 pick was Guam. Could you imagine if I had to go to Guam and my baby was born in Guam? Riley, I was pregnant with Riley. So I go up to Cape May, New Jersey I drive up with his family. Mind you, I drive up with his stepdad and his mom. I get to the car, okay, we're about to be on like a 12-hour road trip. I'm pregnant and I am so ill. I am so sick with Riley. Like I was so pregnant my whole pregnancy I'm so pregnant. I was so sick my whole pregnancy with her that I lost so much weight. Like I remember thinking when I found out I got pregnant, like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be a freaking mammoth by the time he's done with boot camp. And I was actually so skinny because I couldn't eat. I was so sick. I go to the car to get in the car with his stepdad. Mind you, like, they have no idea I'm pregnant. And his stepdad goes, I hope you peed because we're not stopping, was the first thing he said to me. Kind of joking, but like low-key serious. Thank God Casey's mom has a tiny bladder and we had to stop a lot for her because I was like, great. And you want to know something so freaking crazy that happened, you guys? And to this day, I still am like, did you know? And she's like, I swear to God, I didn't know. We're in Maryland. I remember it like it was yesterday. So his mother and I, Casey's mom and I, so I'm pregnant, nobody knows. At the time that he had called me and told me where he was gonna move, so he got stationed in Pensacola, Florida, which was only a 6-hour drive from where we live. I ended up getting a job. Like I interviewed, I got a job. Like God is so good, like literally provided me the most amazing job down there. I worked on Perdido Key. It's this gorgeous island right next to Perdido Key, or right next to Pensacola. I remember we were in Maryland and we go in the bathroom. It's so busy. It's like a welcome center. It was like off the turnpike. So if you've ever driven up in that area, they have these like welcome centers. It's like, honestly, they don't have anything else off the turnpike but these welcome centers. Like you couldn't just stop at like a one-off gas station. You were always going to stop on like these very specific, like, they're like little mini shopping malls. They had like little stores and restaurants. We go in the bathroom and she literally says to me, get out of the way. She said, age before beauty. And then she turns and looks at me. Tell me if you would not crap your pants. She turns and looks at me and says, unless you're pregnant, then you're allowed to go ahead of me. And like laughs and goes in the stall. And I remember just standing there thinking to myself, what would she do if I just shoved her all the way? Like, actually, I am pregnant. Get out of my way. Because I was like gonna die. I had to pee so bad. And she was like, get out of the way, like age before beauty or whatever. And then what she said to me, I'm like, I cannot believe she said that. And I remember just thinking like, was that like a subtle dig? Like she knows I'm pregnant. I like was in my head and she didn't know. She just randomly said that. Anyways, so get to boot camp or get to the training center where he was doing his boot camp. And that day he's graduating, we do his graduation. Like we're all taking pictures. Like I'm so happy to see him. I almost forget I'm pregnant. And then everybody insists we go to lunch. I'm like waiting for the perfect moment to tell him. Like I'm not gonna tell him in front of everybody, but I'm like, I need to like wait until after lunch now. So we go back, we're gonna take a nap. And I had gotten like a hotel room. We go back and I have this book and in the book is a ultrasound. And I'm like, I need to show you something. And so I just slide him the book. I'm like, just open to the back page. So dramatic of me, I know. So dramatic. Oh, you can hold your finger on it, Kiana. In Jersey, we call them rest stops. Oh yeah, rest stops. What was I calling it? Welcome center? Whatever. He goes to open it because he knows like I'm like nervous. I think I'm crying at this point. And I remember he had like later on told me he had decided like he thought that I was either sick or that I had cheated on him. I don't know why that's where his head went, but he said he had made up in his mind. How amazing is this? Casey's like, I made up in my mind that if you had cheated on me, I was gonna forgive you. And I was like, well, thank God I didn't cheat on you, but like now I feel better. Cause like he was like, are you sick or did you cheat on me? And I was like, neither. Like he thought like maybe cancer or something. And I'm like, neither. And so then I think he was like relieved. Then he opens it, he sees the ultrasound and he's just like silent. And I'm just crying and I'm like, are you mad at me? And he's like, why would I be mad at you? Anyways, that whole day was a blur. I think we drove home. I don't think we told anybody, but I think he was very concerned about me on the drive home because of how sick I was, but we hadn't told his parents yet. We told his dad and his stepmom first, and they definitely had an amazing response. When we told his mom, she cried. I don't know that it was tears of happiness though. Then we told his siblings. We had told my parents. I don't know. It was just so crazy, you guys, because it was just a whirlwind of a time. And it's just wild. And I don't know if you guys ever reflect like this. I think I do often, maybe because of my job. Like, I don't know. I reflect often and I'm just like, it is freaking crazy. Coast Guard mom. It is so crazy how I have, like, God has blessed me, like, when you know my childhood and you know, like, where I came from and the things I've been through, it's so cool to see how God was like, I was just preparing you for all of these blessings. And man, it was really scary. Like, when Casey and I found out we were pregnant, we were like, oh no, this is not good. But he had a plan. And look at my Rye right now. She's 10. How is Riley 10? Yeah. I don't know, Denise. Casey has a stepsister. He has a half brother. So they have the same mom, and then he has a stepbrother. So he doesn't have any full siblings, and his one brother is much older than him. His other brother is much younger than him. And then his stepsister doesn't live here. So him and I give like only child vibes because our siblings are so much older or younger than us, but we both have sibs. We both have sibs. Okay, we're gonna bronze it up. We're gonna bronzy. You're gonna say lookbook to get today's look. If you want today's coverage, we use this liquid anti-aging, very gorgeous, thin yet full coverage foundation. Would love to help you with it. If you don't love it, you can get a full refund. Use the glowy primer and the hyaluronic acid concealer. If you're looking for skincare infused makeup that just makes your skin look better, not older, try it out. Just say Flawless 4. Or you guys can comment and say below anti-aging bundle for the 4 products I guarantee will age you backwards. It's a mask for the morning, a mask for night, both exfoliating. One is chemical exfoliant, one is manual, rose water, and eye cream or eye masks, okay? All right, we're gonna start off with this light, pale, blushy pink shade. I'm gonna protect my makeup by doing this, and we're gonna just pop this all across the lid. This palette is Addiction Palette 9. You guys are gonna say, lookbook. I'm gonna link everything I used today. Okay, deal? Then I'm gonna take a smaller brush with this burgundy shade. Hold on, let me show it to you. All of this is one palette. Same colors from yesterday's bronze bundle. I'm just using different shades out of that palette. Ooh, I went a little too low. Yeah, I think Casey will eventually do a podcast episode with me, but he doesn't want that to ever be the expectation from the viewers. And I fully get and respect that. He also doesn't want to professionalize our marriage. I also fully get and respect that. Like, he was like, hey, kind of when I was like, I think I'm going to do this. And he was like, yeah, that's totally fine. He was like, I don't mind being a guest every once in a while, but I don't want to professionalize our marriage. Like, we don't want to work together in that way. I mean, we work together in our household, but like, I don't know. Hopefully that makes sense what I'm saying. You know? And I fully get and respect where he's coming from on that, because I think it can be really hard to separate work and like, I don't know. We don't want anything that could compromise our peace. And we've got a lot of peace and we've worked very hard to get it. And so I'm fully with him on like not creating any like I would never do a reality TV show. I would never do anything to jeopardize my family's peace. Yes, oh my gosh, yes, I love Casey's mom. You know, I'm gonna be really honest, and there's a lot that I won't share online, but like, our relationship hasn't always been perfect. I mean, the good thing is that Casey's mom and I were friends before Casey and I ever met, so we have a love and understanding with each other that I think is probably a little bit more than like a regular mother and daughter-in-law situation, but it's not been perfect. We're human. What series? If you guys haven't listened to episode 1 of the podcast, please say podcast link below. We'll send it to you because podcast episode 2 launches tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna go in really quickly and grab this champagne color and just pop it here and kind of bring it up. I have that song, Goodbye Says It All. No long explanation, no reconciliation. No, let's talk it over, number I can call. Goodbye says it all. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna take this like kind of light metallic brown, kind of like a berry bronzy color. That is so pretty. Like the purpley pop to it is so good too. No explanation. Where can I watch it? On YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. Just say podcast link. No reconciliation. No, let's talk it over, number I can call. How gorgy. How gorgina. This is Addiction Palette 9. If you guys want to get this palette, you're saying below. Lookbook. I'm going to link today's colors on the lookbook. Yes, so technically Casey and I both are paid through both of the companies we have. Casey does, well, first of all, Casey like runs our household. Without him, this household would not run properly. He does all of like paying the bills, working with everyone for insurance and taxes and bookkeeping and all the stuff that I don't like to do. My lovely, amazing, kind, selfless husband does it. On top of that, he has real estate rental properties that he manages. He also he has a lot of hats he wears. He is an incredible human. If you ever get the pleasure of meeting him, you ever meet those people and you're just, and I know he's my husband, so I'm biased. I'm telling you, like, I don't think many women speak about their husband like this. Like, I have very, very, very few, I have like no bad things I could say about him. Like he is a true blessing and gem to anybody that meets him. Hardworking, selfless, kind, patient. When I tell you, he literally wakes up and in his head, and I'm telling you this is like every day, relentlessly, he literally asks himself, how can I make Brandy's day easier? How can I make Brandy's day better? How can I serve her? Not kidding. Like, I never, ever, ever take it for granted. Sometimes I do, and I have to stop myself because I am human. But like when I tell you, he is the most incredible human. I can't explain to you like how blessed I am. Just like, he actually had a screenshot on his phone for the longest time. I think he still does. It's like the background on his phone, and it's like literally a list of like his focuses that he wants to focus on in the day. And like, it's like connect with God. How can I serve Brandy? How can I serve my kids? Super blessed, 100%. Like, I'm very well aware. All right, we're gonna do a berry burgundy bronzy lip. Girl, except for them toe socks though, they'd be freaking me out. My husband loves toe socks, you guys. I need to do my eyelashes, don't I? You're gonna say lookbook to get today's look. Okay, two things. Hi, two things that came up on my call with some team members yesterday that I don't want to forget to ask you. One is, who do I talk to about the fact that when people have a subscription, they're only allowed one subscription box through Curated, but if they want to add a new item, how do they get that item to ship right away, but be on subscription so they get that discount and that loyalty point? Does that make sense? So let's say, for example, somebody has a collagen subscription, then they fall in love with the skincare, they want to add skincare onto their subscription, but they need the skincare now, but the collagen doesn't ship for 2 weeks. We need to be able to have like a fire now button. Where did that end up? But be on subscription so they get that discount and that loyalty point. Does that make sense? So like, for example, if somebody has a collagen subscription and then they fall in love with the skincare and they want to be able to get the skincare on subscription, but they want that skincare now and the collagen doesn't like send for 2 weeks, how do they get it to where they can say, I want the skincare now, and then you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's a problem because I think only being able to have one subscription makes it difficult for them to be able to add multiple things on subscription. Hopefully that makes sense. The second thing is that a lot of people want to know, how quickly can we get an update with a list of all the future brands coming? Because we want to know it's coming, that way we know what we should and shouldn't be kind of filling our portfolio with, right? Like, we're not introducing other products or brands that are competing with things that we know are coming that are going to be amazing with Curated. Hopefully that makes sense. I feel like that could be helpful, like a timeline of what to expect, maybe, is what I mean. Especially what you do, because they're always on live something. Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, if you're a creator and you're like, my husband would never, just so you know, my husband does not always want to be doing videos with me. In fact, sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes I'm like, can you do reels with me today? And he's like, no. And I try to just be respectful of that because he didn't ask to have this job, you know? And then sometimes I'm like, too bad you're doing it. That's rare, but he's usually a good sport, but it's taken us a while to get there. Okay. I love how creamy. Oh, girl, you gotta listen to my podcast then if you got that attitude. No, seriously, that's exactly what I shared. And then it's really hard when you're trying to change and the people around you don't believe that you can. And so they kind of push back when you start to change, and then it makes you frustrated. You have to just like let God soften their hearts towards you, especially if you've been that way your whole life. It took a while for my husband to believe that I'm actually changing. It had gotten to a point where I was yelling a good bit at my kids, and I felt very convicted to stop yelling at my kids. And so I went to therapy, and I really did start like getting better, but it took a while for my kids and my husband to believe that that was like an actual change. And don't get me wrong, still yell at my kids, but I try so much harder now. So I feel very convicted to not yell at my kids. Because it's just like, that's not getting the point across any better to them. In fact, it's getting the point across to them less when I yell. It's so funny because even now, sometimes that's like the prettiest lipstick color. Even now, sometimes Hudson are like, stop yelling at me. I'm like, no, I'm actually not yelling at you, bud. Like, yes, you are. I'm like, no, I'm not. That is so pretty, but watch how pretty I'm gonna make it. You guys are gonna say lookbook for a link to all the colors. This is the last day to get this free gift. So you'll get the eyes, the lips, the cheeks, all linked. Say lookbook. If you wanna get the coverage, the concealer that's all skincare infused, you can say Flawless 4 to get a color match. How gorge. Is that golden gloss? Now let's talk it over, number I can call. Isn't that so pretty? How do you listen to podcasts? Just say podcast link. We'll send it to you. Guys, look at how glowy and golden we are. We did that bronzy look. So you can't say bronze bundle. It's the same colors I use, except for instead of moneyed, I switched it out today for loaded. So I would just say lookbook instead. I'll pop a little bit more burgundy here. Just say lookbook instead. It's gonna be a more accurate link. No reconciliation, no reconciliation. Look at how flawless even the coverage is. It's so pretty and hydrating and good. I use the liquid foundation. I really want you to give it a try. If you don't love it, like I said, you can get a full refund, no questions asked. Please give it a try. You can just say, lookbook. The doggies are at the groomer. Casey's probably going to get them right now. That's another funny thing is that, aw, look at these pictures I just saw on my desk. These have been on my desk since 2019. This is a picture of us when the kids were little. We used to match every Sunday. I would make my whole family match. And then look, this picture of Riley closing her eyes because of the flash. There's Bubby Boy. That's my Y. That's my Y right here. These cool babies. Hot and cheese. Little number next to my name. What does that mean? Oh, it's how long you been. It's been how long we've been friends, girl. All right, you guys ready for this lash duo? This will be on the lookbook. Thank you so much for those of you who support me. You'll get an extra entry into the goodie bag giveaway today. Hold on, I want to do a little bit more. I have a call with my team here in just a bit. If you're on my team, I'll see you soon. Wow, I love this lip combo. I love how you always stop mid-sentence and finish the last word like 2 seconds. Do I? I think it's because I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to say, probably. Okay. Lash primer. I am obsessed with how glowing my skin looks. Give it a try. It's literally risk-free. If you don't love it, you can get a full refund. You're just saying flawless 4. I got a little bit of mascara right here. Let me let that dry before I touch it. If you want this mascara, lips, eyes, cheeks, you're just gonna say lookbook. I do think that you'll love using a lash primer because it's going to using a lash primer is going to help keep your lashes curled longer. Okay, you guys are just saying lookbook. I feel like I stopped seeing comments. Or maybe nobody's commenting, but that would be weird. Just so you guys know, I don't actually think I see all comments while live, which is so annoying. Because people get mad at me. They're like, why didn't you respond to my question? I'm like, I literally didn't see it. Lookbook or for the coverage, so I know to color match you. I use the Anti-Aging Serum Plus Foundation. Just say Flawless 4. If you want a link to my storefront, where you can shop 3, get 1 free, shop 4, get 20% off. Everything I link you will be on the storefront, but if you just want like the main page, just say storefront. Like, are you kidding me? Thank you. This is from Unique. Almost all of the makeup I use today is from Unique. Okay. I can't help that I'm obsessed with like taking my time with my eyelashes. Oh my gosh. By the way, I get asked a lot what I use to whiten my teeth. I literally just use a whitening toothbrush and whitening toothpaste from Eternal. You can say Eternal link. I also use their hair growth serum, their lash growth serum, their brow gel. Not their lash growth serum anymore. Actually, I switched to Borboleta, but I do use their hair growth serum, brow growth serum, and their tanning spray. I've not tried the mousse yet. But they're really clean products. They also have a really good clean sunscreen if you're in the market for one. But like, I just use her teeth whitening toothbrush. I use the white one, and the toothpaste is amazing. Look how white my teeth are. I do not use a teeth whitening kit. And my teeth are not naturally white because for the longest time I struggled with my teeth because I drink a lot of coffee. I also used to drink red wine and that didn't help either. To be honest, I don't really drink much anymore. I'll have like one beverage sometimes, but it's rare. Like I didn't drink like at all in Cabo. I think I had one espresso martini one day. Man, it feels good not to drink. My husband doesn't drink at all anymore either. He hasn't since September. It's not to say I won't have because I'll probably have a beverage for my friend's birthday this week, but like I'm just saying like to not get buzzed. It's amazing. Where's the blue stone ring from? It's actually a black stone and it was a gift from my husband, so I can't link that one. If you want this mascara and primer, just say lookbook. All of my colors and this lash duo will be linked. Definitely get the primer with it. All right. This is probably one of my favorite makeup looks we've done in a hot minute. Just say Eternal link for the toothbrush. Just say lookbook. Also, this pink stone cross just launched a couple days ago when I was actually in Cabo. It's really pretty. Let me show you up close. It's perfect for Easter. You can say cross link, cross necklace link. It's not a leaf blower. It's a vacuum cleaner. And I'm keeping peace today about it. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out. If you want the link to the look, you're saying lookbook. If you want a link to the necklace, you'll say cross necklace link. If you want the coverage, say flawless 4. Thank you. Adding a little volume right here. I think I did these pieces in too big of sections.